Hi, my name's John Capobianco, and I know that I just did the V to A, voice to agent, and agent to voice. So we can literally use our microphone and ask questions and get audio answers. What if I could put a face on this? Not just a face, emotions, happiness, excitement, fear, doubt, an actual emotive head that moves along with the tongue and everything and emotion to the words. The AI has come back with the answer. Audio to face. This is a real thing from NVIDIA. So I'm going to do a little bit about that and how to get going with it. But let's take a look at this. So I have my audio to face open. And this is available through, let me open this, hang on, the Omniverse. So in the Omniverse from NVIDIA, I've launched the audio to face, okay? And I have different things in Nucleus, but for now, let's just leave it at that. So now I have audio to face. I've set some emotion of amazement really high and joy really high, as well as some auto emotion. I've cranked up some of these features for it to be very emotive. And you're going to say, hang on, wait a second, what are you talking about? We're going to talk to our network here in just a second. So let's do a simple question. Let me get my containers up. So I'm going to bring up my containers, and I'm going to run my client. Now, I use OAuth 2, so we're going to have to hop into Google here and authenticate ourselves against this agent with my Gmail. We'll take that link, so some nice two-factor authentication here. And now I'm going to type in mic to turn on the mic. As an artificial intelligence agent, what tools do you have access to? Express your joy in the capabilities. Thank you. Okay, so we're done recording, and the AI agent, my A2A, has taken in those instructions from the mic and passed them down to the agent here, which is going to return the answer on its capabilities. Okay, so we're just going to waiting on the agent here to come back with its capabilities. And there are the capabilities. Okay, so now we have all this text that I could read. But why would I rather not? Look at here, latest, we picked up the file. And I'm going to put the headphones on so I can take a listen to this. And let's take a listen to the answer.
You asked, as an artificial intelligence agent, what tools do you have access to express your joy in the capabilities? Thank you. As an AI agent, I have access to a variety of tools that allow me to perform tasks related to networking, automation, notifications, file management, and more. Here's a brief overview of some of the capabilities I can express joy in. 1. Networking automation. I can execute commands on Cisco devices to gather information, configure settings, and test network reachability. This includes running show commands, configuring devices, and performing pings. 2. File management. I can create, read, edit, and save files, which is useful for managing configurations and documentation. 3. GitHub automation. I can interact with GitHub repositories to push files, manage issues, and handle pull requests, facilitating collaboration and version control. 4. Slack notifications. I can send messages and notifications to Slack channels, keeping teams informed and connected. 5. ServiceNow ticketing. I can create and manage ServiceNow tickets, helping with IT service management and incident tracking. 6. Visualization tools. I can generate charts and diagrams to visualize data and network topologies, aiding in analysis and presentation. 7. RFC and CVE tools. I can search and retrieve information from RFC documents and the NIST CVE database, providing insights into standards and vulnerabilities. These tools empower me to assist with a wide range of tasks efficiently and effectively, and I'm delighted to use them to help you achieve your goals. If you have any specific tasks in mind, feel free to ask, and I'll be glad to assist.
Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun and see if we can do some network automation now and talk to this in network automation terms. So I've adjusted something. Let's try this again. So we're going to re-auth. Start a new session here. Turn on the mic and say, can you please help me understand the configuration of interface loopback 100 on device R0? Thank you. There is no space between loopback and 100. Let me nuke that. Okay, here we go. Let's check it out.
You asked, can you please help me understand the configuration of interface loopback 100 on device R0? Thank you. There is no space between loopback and 100. The configuration for interface loopback 100 on device R0 is as follows. Plain text, interface loopback 100, IP address 192.168.100.100.255.255.255.0. Explanation. Interface type, loopback. Loopback interfaces are virtual interfaces used primarily for testing and management purposes. They are always up and can be used for routing and network management tasks. IP address 192.168.100.100. This is the IP address assigned to the loopback 100 interface. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. This subnet mask indicates that the network portion of the IP address is 192.168.100.0 and the host portion is .100. Loopback interfaces are useful for ensuring that a device can be reached via a consistent IP address, regardless of the state of physical interfaces. They are often used in routing protocols and network management.
Wow, very well done. Very well done. So, what do you think about this? Audio to face. Before that, voice to agent. Agent to voice. Voice to face. Now, I could reskin this, all right, as I get better and learn this tool. I could reskin that as a man or a woman, any appearance I want. I'd love to take my own face and figure out how to make a mesh out of it and have an actual John Capobianco agent that it talks and moves along, right? So, lots for me to learn. Hopefully, AI can help me figure that part of it out. Or you, if you are good at that side of things, if you can help me make a mesh out of my head, I would love that. Please reach out. Now, lots of implications here. We're just using the mic. I am having to hit play. Let me talk about some friction here. There is an enterprise grade with a REST API and a Docker container that NVIDIA gatekeeps behind an enterprise agreement. I've done the best I can for free where we have to hit play. However, that's just a friction thing. If I had enterprise access, this would all be automated and all just be fully chatting with me as a head in an app or in my desktop or wherever, right? So that aside, this has been rather straightforward. We get the WAV file and plug it into the desktop. I'm watching a folder that I'm saving the WAV file to, and then I just have to hit play, and then I can see the face, and I've cranked up some happy emotions because this should be a lot of fun and happy. So, audio to face, giving a persona, an actual synthetic, a synthezoid, a humanoid-like persona to our artificial intelligence agent that's using A2A and MCPs. Thanks again. I never thought I would be wrapping Pi ETS behind a microphone and behind an artificial intelligence head that's explaining to me things like loopback interfaces. 2025, it's pretty cool, right?